Right, people, welcome to the channel. This is where I'll be breaking down insights and educational content based on growing your business on Instagram, particularly Instagram. You can apply this to TikTok, Facebook, whatever, but today we're focusing mainly on Instagram and we're specifically talking about why most businesses fail on Instagram. Number one, I say this a lot on my Instagram page, posting without a strategy. It's probably the biggest connector between a successful business page and a non-successful business page because one shows linear growth and guaranteed results, and another is just chancing it every time, not really knowing what to do, just thinking of Instagram as something that people just do. It's the trend now. But if you're putting your time and energy into posting, you might as well do it right and set a proper plan in place. And like you must be adding, like, what is a social media strategy? Why is posting without a strategy bad? If you're posting without a strategy, you're just leaving all your posts up to chance, and like there's no direction. People don't really know what you're about. Like I went on to one florist page before in my local area, and they were posting their dinner. You have to have a strategy, and you have to be clear on what you're posting, how often, all that good stuff. I help my clients build a tailored strategy for their business, something to keep in mind. Drop me a DM if you want to learn how to make a strategy very quickly. Inconsistency, obviously the obvious one. Inconsistency kills growth because the algorithm wants to get to know your page. The algorithm is trying to figure you out, and every post you make gives it a better gist of who you are and who to bring to your page. If you leave it hanging, it's going to be like, oh, I was just figuring you out what's happening. I'm being fed nothing. And then it forgets about you. It's going to move to another page. Those who are staying consistent are going to be getting the customers. They're feeding the algorithm what it wants. Skill over invisibility. Big one. A lot of local businesses do this. A lot of local businesses aren't big online because of this. Obviously, these guys have been in business for ages. The technology wasn't always around when they first started, and they aren't the quickest to adapt. All these new businesses are on social media. They have all the big followings. They have all the fancy cameras, the flashiness. They understand the nice paint to make their stuff look well on camera. It's all about social media for these new businesses. But they're less skilled because they've only been in business for 3 or 4 years. These older businesses and local ones have been around for ages, and they have so much knowledge that people would love to hear online. And I've said it to a lot of them. If only we converted that skill into content, we would never run out. It's an infinite tap of content. You have so much knowledge stored up here. We convert that. Years of experience, years of stories, years of business lessons, experiences, case studies, so many moments that we can turn into content that these new businesses don't have. But because you don't want to take the leap online, these new guys are just going to run you over because social media is the thing nowadays. Posting too much of one type of content. Yes, a lot of you guys just like to sell. You can't just do that because people want to buy from a business they trust, especially nowadays when there's all these gurus going around on social media. People are very aware that people aren't very well intentioned. People don't really have the best of intentions a lot of the time and just try to scam people. And the best way and easiest way you can distinguish yourself is not just try to sell. Try to be a bit funny. Try to show some behind the scenes. Try to give a day in the life, something that will make yourself look human, make it say, hey, I run a shop here in Cork or somewhere in Ireland, and we've been in business forever. We're just going on social media now, and we do a great service. So too much of one type, and a lot of the time it does end up being promotional. But same regards to educational, same regards to entertaining, don't just post stuff that's entertaining. Obviously you do want to sell at the end of the day, But I find most people get to the sales before they get to the trust. So build that trust, then sell. You'll have no issue selling then. Good enough is good enough. Volume beats quality. It's a quantity over quality game. Good enough is good enough. The more posts you can get out that are good enough, the better. Instead of dwelling over one post that you want to be perfect, you could spend time on 5 posts that are good enough, because that post might still flop. Nobody knows the algorithm inside and out. No one can post it and say, yeah, that's going to get 1.4 mil. This one's going to get a bill. Like this one's going to do, this one's going to get 1,000. This one's going to get 100,000, 200,000, 1 mil. No one knows this. So you might as well try to get more volume out there, so as if you have more chances of getting lucky. Quote just hit my mind. I was at a mastermind the last weekend, and James Galligan, I'll put his name down there so he doesn't chase me and say you stole my quote. Luck, I might butcher this, so sorry James in advance. Luck is just more exposure to chance. How is that relevant here? Right? Let's say you want to get lucky and get viral, because getting viral does take luck. The more times you expose yourself to getting viral, the higher chance you will get that viral video. Luck is just more exposure to chance. So the more you post, the higher the chance you have of going viral. That is what I'm trying to say. It's not even James's quote, I don't think, but he used it in the mastermind. So I'm going to write his name down. This one is also kind of related to the same type. Reliance on giveaways. A lot of you guys will post a giveaway and see a mass amount of interactions and engagement, and you will be like, oh, I want more of this. Yeah, like yeah, it's good, right? It's good. I am for a giveaway, but don't think that is like you going. That is the same as you going viral. It's not. You know why? Because it's a giveaway. People want free shit. If someone just has to post a story, comment, like, tag a friend, whatever the requirements are, to get a fucking €500 couch, they're going to do it, And a lot of them are going to do it. A lot of people will do that. So when you see your post not doing well and you post this giveaway and it does amazing, don't think, oh, giveaways are the way, I'm only going to post giveaways. No, because that's training your audience that you're just like BOTB, just these giveaway pages, like you're not. You're here to make money. And a giveaway is a great way to introduce yourself, or do like, Black Friday or Christmas, Halloween events, like occasions, maybe anniversaries. Giveaways are a great opportunity at the right time and when they're used sparingly. But build that organic content through your entertaining content, your proper promotional content, and your educational content. Make it worth the price. That 500 comments you got will very quickly go down to 5 in your next video when people realize the giveaway is over. So, yeah, don't rely on giveaways. If you found this very useful, subscribe to my channel and click the link on my profile. My Instagram's there. I post a lot more stuff like that on my Instagram. And if you ever want to work with me, shoot me a DM. I'll get back to you very quick. Thanks for watching, lads. I'll talk to you in the next one.